Welcome, friends, to Crazy Women Country, where women's voices matter. We bring you the greatest female voices in the music industry, from the artists, songwriters, and producers, to managers and executives, and all the women who make the music industry what it is today. Thank you for joining us. Welcome, friends, to another episode of Crazy Women Country. I'm Donna, and today we are here with the amazing Marianne Message. How are you doing?
I'm doing awesome. Thank you.
Oh, and how is Canada? Is it nice and cool? Because I know I'm in Florida, so it's still toasty and hot like all year long. So,
Oh, well, relative to you, it's probably pretty cold, but for this time of year, I'm in Alberta, so I'm about 4,000 feet above sea level. So we just had a sprinkle of snow today, although it's warmed up enough to melt the snow, so it's not sticking around. So it's a little chilly, but it's
oh,
doesn't seem
perfect.
to have a gray sky. Like there's always some sun at some point each day.
Yeah. Oh, well, hopefully it's a mild winter for you, not too cold. And yeah, I'll send some warm air up if you send some cold down.
Hey, there's a go. I'd like that.
Oh, so I love to start off with the hardest question. Tell
Okay.
us, who is Marianne Message?
She is a light being, a warrior. No, I'm an average person who loves music, is creative, likes to share her thoughts in a musical way, my life experiences, and I always take a look at anything that was wrong in my life and use it as a tool and become a better person because of it. So I'm grateful for anything that was an obstacle or a negativity thing in my life. So yeah, I don't know, easy, get along with people pretty good, social. Oh, one thing you didn't know about me is I used to host karaoke for 8 years. So I'm an encourager because I would have people come up singing on the stage that would have never ever considered singing, and I just got a lot of joy out of it. So
Oh, that's pretty cool.
yeah.
Yeah. Oh, it's always nice to know those little nuances about people that you just don't know. You'd be like, unless you obviously know them personally or something like that, you know? So,
hmm
so I
Well,
was
it's really,
listening. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
I said it's really rewarding watching somebody who's scared out of their mind go from barely being audible on a microphone and you have it up so high it's squealing to a year later to them saying, no, you don't need to be on the stage with me anymore, I'll sing it. It's like, oh, that's awesome.
Oh, it is so great watching people grow, for sure.
hmm Yeah.
I will say I've done karaoke, but I don't recommend anyone really listening. So, I'm I can carry a tune in a bucket on a good day. That's it. But, at least not kill your ears and make them bleed. That's where I am. So that's my level of, yeah. But anyway, let's talk about your release, Bucket List. Now, that album, I was listening to that. That's a great album, by the way. Tell me what inspired that.
I have always had a dream of being either someone in or in the or a singer. However, I'm getting a call on the other line here and it's driving me nuts. It's for work. Oh, sorry, I have to ignore it. It was a dream as a child. I used to sing to my parents 45s and 78 records to a whole bunch of stuffies on the couch as I was standing on the hearth. And so I've always wanted to sing. So after a lifetime of competing in motocross and getting head injury, I decided to retire from that, and I pursued music. Started learning the guitar, the bass, and then I started learning songwriting, and I entered Kiss Me in the Rain in a songwriting contest in the province of British Columbia. And it was one of the 20 that were selected out of all of the people in the province that applied for this thing, and won a weekend workshop with Ron and Sue Irving, well-renowned world writers, songwriters. Yeah, I don't know. It's just something that was in me. I never had to think. It just happened. It's just what I wanted to do.
That's beautiful. Absolutely. So now, for you, is there a favorite song off there?
That's not easy. That's like picking a favorite.
Yeah, can't pick a favorite child or pet or no, I totally get it.
Yeah, there is one song I'm rather a little wish I did it better, and that was Smile Today. So it bothered me so bad that I actually have re-recorded it in a different key and different cadence, and I feel it's more me this time around. So I'm going to be re-releasing Smile Today. So that's the least favorite one on the album.
Well, it's exciting that you're re-releasing it in different versions, so to speak.
Yeah, for sure. If you're wanting something fun and hopeful, Shania Twain, that would be fishing. Real You. My emotional one, where a lot of people are losing a lot of loved ones lately. They're all just kind of dropping like flies. That one's becoming very popular, and that one's Sweet Noise. Kiss Me in the Rain is about being in a long-term relationship and having a fight, but working it out and staying together. Tall, Dark, and Chevy is about a dream that makes absolutely no sense. And if you want a powerhouse drive fast song, that would be the one.
That's a great song.
Yeah. And Show Me is about being trapped in a loveless relationship. So because I'm no longer in any of those moods, I'm in a different kind of mood now. So it's harder for me to connect. It's really weird. They're on my own songs, but I have more of a happy, outgoing, positive attitude. So it's, I don't know, I guess it would have to be, drum roll. In my current state of mind, it would be Reel You In, because it's fun and delightful.
That's beautiful. I like that one. That is a great song. They're all great though, but yeah, I think it's just like you said, when you said about different moods like that, I think it just depends on the day to say what song you're more drawn to. Because I mean, there are days where someone will ask me, and I usually pick a Dolly song because Dolly is always my first go-to, right? So it just depends on the day. I mean, I always have that one that's always going to be my first favorite, but one day it could be something like Applejack, or the next day it could be something that's more serious. So like she re-recorded Deportees. Like that to me was such an impactful song. So that song in itself, was like, it depends on the day. And I'm like, that one there could really get you, so totally understand.
Glad you can relate.
Yes, absolutely. Oh, so tell me, who are some of the women that inspire you musically?
I Terry Clark, she's a Canadian artist. she's so real and relatable, strong and soft. And I've met her in person, and she's like 6 foot. She towers over me. Just she doesn't have an air about her. You know what I mean? She doesn't have a thing. I really like that. And Gretchen Wilson, I really love her whiskey badass attitude.
Yeah.
And more recently, oh no, I just had a brain fart. She's with Eric Church. Brain not working. Oh my goodness.
Oh.
Oh no. No way, I can't believe it. She's got tattoos, dark hair, a little bit of maybe
Ashley
silver.
McBride.
Thank you. Thank you.
See, I have to describe it because when you said what she's saying with her church, I'm like, I'm thinking of the women. And I'm like, gotta think about this one. But yeah.
Yeah. I don't know why that escaped me. Of course it would, right? Yeah.
Oh, it's all
And
good.
Pat Benatar, she's not country, but Pat Benatar. I really relate to the 80s raspy rock kind of stuff. And yeah, I guess I connect with her too. I don't know. It's hard to say, but yeah. I grew up with listening to her and then listening to classic country, like 80s music, 90s music, 90s grunge I went to for a while. I needed all that pump me up stuff for motocross pre-race. And then you chill out afterwards with the country and home. You know? And
I
then
love
after, yeah, country became more modernized and mainstream. And I really like the 90s country a lot, like Carlene Carter.
it.
I really enjoy her. She's upbeat and fun and
Yeah. Oh, those are all great women. Absolutely.
They are. There's
And
too many to mention.
exactly. And who doesn't love Pat Benatar? I mean, come on, she has just a killer voice. Like, I mean, that's just the voice. Like, I mean, yeah.
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 Yeah,
So
well,
would you
she
like,
was raspy all the same time. So I think I kind of have the same deal going on too.
yeah. So would you like to do our 20 crazy questions?
Of course.
I promise we won't get arrested yet.
Okay.
Oh. Tell me, what is your dance like nobody's watching song? One song that you absolutely have to dance to.
Boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Wow. Yeah. Gosh, all this stuff's going through my head. It's gonna sound funny, but oh, here we go again. This is part of my head injury. Oh, come on, Marianne. It's there's only I can see myself dancing to it too. Cotton Eye Joe. There we go.
Oh, there we go. Yeah.
That's, I don't know why.
Oh, that's great. No, I mean, it has such a great beat. I mean, come on. It's like that classic. You can't not move to that one. Like, I mean, yeah, at least something, right?
Yeah. And they can do the
Oh.
rain dance too.
Oh. So, in your opinion, what is the perfect workout genre or song?
Perfect workout song?
Yeah, like you said, you used to listen to the upbeat stuff to get pumped for motocross.
Oh, definitely. Oh man. Uh Heart in a Blender. Oh, spin around to oblivion, rendezvous, and I'm through with you. Darn. Well,
I
that
know
one.
what song that is. Hold on. I'm blanking out now too. Hold on. We're all gonna be
I
blanking out until we.
hate no. Rendezvous, and I'm through with you. It's a rock song.
I know what song you're talking. I can't even think of the name of it either because I have it going through my head. And I'm like, it's not getting to the chorus yet.
Yeah.
It's okay. We'll think
Darn.
about it. We'll figure it out after the show. It's all good. It's all good.
Okay.
And we know which song you're talking about. At least I do. I don't know about anyone else, but I do. Because I will have that line stuck in my head until we're done with this, and then I will be like, I know this song. And I'll message you later tonight and be like, hey, this is the song.
Yeah, song by Eve Six, Inside Out.
Yes.
That's what it's called. That's
it. Oh.
Yeah.
So what are the top two or your top favorite concerts you've ever attended?
My first one, Dolly Parton with Marty Stewart, in Vancouver. The Trues in Vancouver. I went to the Cusp Music Festival in British Columbia, and I fell in love with these huge bald men with black shirts and tattoos and red kilts, and they're called the Mudmen, and they play rock music with bagpipes. They're good.
I'm going to have to check them out now.
Yeah, they're pretty cool.
That's awesome.
So my music listening is very diverse. And the Who, I went to see the Who. That was a good concert. Prism, I liked Prism as well. So is that 5? Did you say top 5?
I said top 2, but that's okay. That's good.
Oh.
I love it. I love the diversity of the music.
Oh yeah, no, I'm all over the place. I did go to a Terry Clark concert in the Cloverdale rodeo grounds, and that's where I got to meet her, and that was pretty exciting. And I also saw Ian Tyson out in the Westerner in Red Deer as well. So I mean, I listened. Oh, and Ray Charles, I went there with Ivan Daines, professional rodeoter. And he's a songwriter as well. So yeah. So yeah, there's some pretty special stuff going on out there.
Absolutely. And those are some great concerts. Absolutely. If you could recommend another artist or album for someone to listen to, who would you recommend? I mean, it can be a couple or a few, whatever, just something that everyone needs to listen to.
If the Americans don't know who Karen Lee Batten is, they her.
Amazing. She's amazing.
Yeah, she's from British Columbia. She used to be a karaoke host, and she sang this song, The Grape. And every time she did, my ears would just melt. It was like, oh, it's so beautiful. And then she started songwriting, and she picked up a label, I believe, and she's on Canadian radio right now. But if she's not in the States, she re-released Sweet Home Alabama, I believe, with the actual songwriters, I believe it was. I don't know, I can't remember. But anyways, she's got a really beautiful voice.
She does.
And females. Does it have to be female? Could it be male?
No, it's just someone that people need to listen to.
Okay, well, if you've never heard of Dean Ray up in Canada, he sounds like Bryan Adams, but he's pretty cool. And I also would recommend Todd Richard. He's in British Columbia, Aaron Pritchett. These are all my friends. And Brett Kissel. Brett Kissel is actually, I hired his band to play on my bucket list album.
So
So
awesome.
there you go.
Oh, all great. All great ones. I mean, I know them, but I'm not sure everyone else does. So hopefully, if you haven't heard any of them after we're done here, go check out Marianne's links and go check out the other artists as well. So
Yes, sure.
tell me, do you have any guilty pleasure music? You know, the music that no one else listens, that knows you listen to? You know, like I was telling someone the other day, I was like, the Baby Shark tune was stuck in my head because someone at work did it. And I'm like, I should put this on my podcast. It's kind of addicting now. Like, while I was working. Yeah.
Honestly, it would be like chakra clearing frequencies. So yeah, like sleep meditation music, stuff that's calming and gets your imagination going and connect, and then poof, you got ideas. It's like, yes.
Beautiful. So hypothetically, if I came to you and said I need to hide a dead body, do you know a good hiding place?
I do. You'd never find it out in the mountains. Oh my gosh. Like I said, we go horseback riding for 8 hours round trip. You can go deep in the woods, and lots of bear and wolves will eat it. And
Oh,
mountain
perfect.
lion. Yeah.
Perfect. I'm definitely calling you then. Oh, do you have a game plan for zombie apocalypse?
Kinda, sorta. Yes.
I will tell you, someone told me the other week, they're like, we were talking, and I think this was another Canadian artist, mind you. We were talking about this, how we never see zombies in the cold weather. So I'm like, oh, so we can just go to the mountains and live in the snowy mountains all year long of Canada. They're like, yeah, I think we're good. As long as we can like figure out how to grow food and, you know, like make our own like indoor food growth thing, you know, whatever. I said, yeah, I think we can make that work.
I'll give you a little insight. The mountains are not always snowy all year round. So the snow usually flies in October and
Okay.
melts by May. And so you got a couple months of nice warm weather out there. So
Okay, so we'll prepare to for the zombies coming and then they should be gone by October. Got it.
yeah.
It's like what we call snowbird season here in Florida. You know, the snowbirds flock down in October because away from the cold, and then they leave about April, May, and go home. So yeah, I got
Yep.
it. Oh. So, in your opinion, tell us what job would you be terrible at doing?
mm, Septic tank cleaning. Ugh,
Yeah, okay.
I wouldn't do that.
Oh, yeah, I'd prefer not to do that. Also, yeah.
I don't know why that popped in my head, but it did.
That's perfect.
Mm.
So if you won the lottery, what's the first thing you would do?
That's pretty cool because I have thought about that a few times, and it's putting it in the order of everything is hard. But um, definitely pay off all my siblings' mortgages, and if they don't have one, then I'll be buying them a house or whatever. Obviously, take care of my own finances, but I wanted to open up a spiritual retreat place where people can learn peace and happiness and do their arts, their music. Like it can be like a music studio or a paint studio or whatever medium for art. So if I won like 70 million bucks, I have enough to make so many different venues for them. And then it wouldn't have to cost them anything. They could just come, I'll pay for their mediums and go for it. Right.
Beautiful. I love it. That's a great idea. Tell me, what's the
Before
last? Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
before I was a musician, I always dreamt of making a ORV park for
Mhm.
off-road motor vehicles, different tracks for different levels of people, and like on motocross bikes, and then all the trails for cross country and all that kind of stuff, and then the 4x4 quad trails and stuff. And now it'd probably be same thing for horses, and not enough trails for buggies, horse and carts. So there you go. That's what I would do.
Oh, that's perfect. I think I'm not torn because like there's a lot that I'd like to do, but I definitely would like to purchase an ATV because at this point in my life, I enjoy driving the ATVs. Like we were in Utah and it was like sand trail dunes things, whatever. We're on this trail with a guide and all that, and it was just a blast. It was just so awesome just to get out and still feel that adrenaline almost, but yet you're still in, you feel more safe, I guess, in the little cart,
Invincible.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
So tell me, what's the last thing you read?
A Course in Miracles.
Hey, that's much better than other people. I had someone read instructions one day. I'm like, okay, well, that's exciting. Don't let me borrow that book. I don't want to read it. So.
Oh, well, very technical. I would have to say the last thing I read was Rendezvous, I'm Through with You.
Oh. So do you prefer boots or heels?
Boots.
Yeah. I think most of us do. If they made a movie about your life, who would play you, or who would you want to play you?
Sandra Bullock.
Nice. Great choice. I like that. Yeah. Love her.
Yeah.
Okay. This next question might be a little difficult also. Where's Waldo?
Well, within a song, of course.
Oh, I like that. That is one of the coolest answers that I've heard lately. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks. In your opinion, what's the best thing since sliced bread?
Chaffles.
Mm.
I'm on a keto diet and I miss bread, so I make chaffles. It's like a white bread, but it's made with almond flour, eggs, or egg whites rather, and baking soda, and then you can add your own herbs and stuff, and 2 teaspoons of water, and you blend it all up and put it in a chaffle maker, and it's like a mini waffle. Yeah. And then I can make a sandwich or a hamburger bun. It's like, yes.
Nice.
1 calorie each, and then you're full. It's like, yes.
Those are awesome.
You can add.
I always love different food items like that. I love, yeah.
Yeah, you can add sweetener and cinnamon, and you can, put applesauce in it if you wanted.
Oh, so would you rather cook or order in?
Cook.
Do you have like a favorite meal?
When my zucchini's growing out of my ears, I like to slice my zucchinis in half and put olive oil on them, and then Mrs. Dash lemon pepper, shake it all over, bake it for about 15 minutes on 350, I think it is, and pull them out, put habanero cheese on there. Was it mozzarella habanero? No, habanero. Havarti, I think it is, with habanero pepper in the cheese. Put a slice on that. Put it back in the I put it in my toaster oven, actually. It's a little convection oven. For another 5 minutes, melt the cheese, and then that's so good.
That sounds really good.
It's savory.
Okay, we might have to have a cooking with Crazy Women Country next, because I'm telling you all these great recipes and things. And of course it's always like dinner time when I'm doing these interviews. So, I'm always sitting here like we're talking food and I'm hungry, and and you know what? I love, like, when you're talking about zucchini, I could think I did took the inside out. Obviously I ate that, but we made like little boats, whatever they were, almost like a stuffed pepper boat, but into the zucchini. Oh, that was really awesome. with cheese, different cheeses and peppers and all. So many great food recipes. Healthy too. In your opinion, what is the worst pizza topping?
Anchovies,
Mm.
the little fish. Yeah.
I would definitely second that one. Ugh.
Salty.
So, how do you feel about pineapple, though? Is that like a big argument? Because we've had that argument, like I think early in the year. I think there was like I had this group of yays and nays, and it was gonna like be like this huge clash at one point. I'm like, ooh, don't put you all in the same room.
I'm a yay! Yahoo!
Oh, wonderful. Ah, what do you wish would magically clean itself? The house, the car, everything,
Oh, there's so many to pick. Magically clean dishes. I know we got
nice.
I just want them to float into the dishwasher themselves and get washed.
Oh, that would be great. Tell me something on your bucket list.
Oh, something else that's on my bucket list. I would like to go for a hot air balloon ride.
Wonderful. Now, would you like to do that at the balloon fiesta in New Mexico every year, like Albuquerque?
Wouldn't that be fun? Oh
That would
man.
be.
I never even considered out of the country, but yeah, I could go for that.
The balloon fiesta is so cool. We were there watching. I had to go for the launch the other year when we were in New Mexico. I'm like, I have to go. I'm like, we were in Santa Fe, but I'm like, nope, I am going. I don't care if you're getting up at 5. I'm getting up at 5 a.m. or 4 a.m. whatever it was. And we drove down, and it was so cool to watch that lighting. So if you ever get an opportunity to do that, I suggest do it.
I lived near the highway, and they have the circle roundabouts, the on and offs. And for whatever reason, the hot air balloon people like to go in the grass in the roundabout. That's where they. And so they always go over my house, and the horses are like, I want to try that.
Yeah, you should put a claim in there that says, "Hey, if you're scaring my horses, you got to take me for a ride."
There you go. Then I won't complain.
Oh, if you could be any person like Dolly Parton or Pat Benatar, or a position like a CEO or a surgeon, who or what position would you like to be for the day and why?
Oh man. My answer is very unconventional. I think I would like to be a channeler, so that I can channel our God, whatever God anyone believes, and answer any questions that those people want to learn. Help people understand whatever it is that they're wanting to know.
That is actually really cool. That's really cool.
Thank you. I just want to help people.
Absolutely. So, do you have any words of wisdom you live by?
I've had a couple models that I've lived by, and one is without the bad, I would have never known when it was good. So I am grateful for what was bad. And another one is with every ending, there's a new beginning. So just because something's closing, it doesn't mean that's a bad thing. It means you now have a new opportunity to explore this, that, and the other thing. So, yeah.
Those are both beautiful. And thank you for sharing. So, what do you have coming up for the rest of this year? I know we were talking before we got on air. You have some new singles that might be coming out, some co-writes and things like that.
Yeah, I have a co-write with Dean Ray, and it's called Freedom. Currently, we're in the middle of making the video. I wrote a song It's called Hunky Hottie, and it's actually about my husband. And he's a country bumpkin, so it's really tongue-in-cheek.
Yeah.
And then I rewrote, or I didn't rewrite, I re-released Smile Today, because the original version, it just wasn't me, and I wasn't feeling it. So I changed the key and I changed the cadence, and it's like a totally different song, and it's way more catchy. It's a little quicker, and it's one of those songs that you might end up driving fast to. So
Warning,
I
we
got
cannot
those.
be held responsible for any tickets you might get.
Yeah, no speeding tickets don't send my way.
Oh, wonderful. It has been a pleasure having you on today, and you are welcome back anytime.
Thank you. I really enjoyed chatting with you too, on air and off air. It was great.
Absolutely. And thank you all for joining us for another episode. I hope you all have a great day.
Bye, everyone.
If you enjoyed today's episode of Crazy Women Country, don't forget to give us a thumbs up. Be sure to click the subscribe button for new interviews weekly. And thank you, friends, for joining us today on Crazy Women Country, where women's voices matter.